Hi all, today I'm showing you how to make my grandma's southern apple pie with the help of my mama and my sister stops by. Ingredients you'll need: 6 medium baking apples, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream, 1 cup of granulated sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, double pie dough, recipe linked in description, and 1 egg. You'll need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. Mother. First up, I've already washed off the apples, by the way, and now I am coring them and I'm going to peel them. This is 6 medium baking apples. And I chose Granny Smith because I prefer them.
And you were sitting in the chair and you had a towel over you.
I don't like pie to be too sweet, and I find that it's a nice balance. And I started to peel the apples, and I added them to a shallow dish, and I poured a 1/2 cup of lemon juice over them. I'm coating the apples in the lemon juice, and that's to keep them from turning brown.
But I don't ever remember.
And you'll hear me talking to my mama about various different things in our lives. And I dropped the apples a few days before, and that's why they had these brown spots. You can always tell the ones you drop by that. And so now I'm just slicing the apples into 1/4 inch, half inch pieces. You don't have to be so precious about it, like my mama is saying in the video. You know, you kind of want them, they don't have to be perfect. That her mama didn't do that. And this recipe is pretty old from what I understand, and it's a little different than some people's recipe, because my grandma put nutmeg and cinnamon in her the spice of the pie, and I haven't seen that many people put nutmeg in their pies. Anyway, so now I'm just trimming off any pieces of the core from the apple slices, just making sure they're all good. And then I'm adding 1 cup of granulated sugar to the apples. I'm tossing them together. And I think my sister's come over at this point. She's watching us. And now I'm just adding 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. And of course, my mama said that I needed to sprinkle the all-purpose flour all over the apples. If I try to cut any corners, my mama lets me know.
I am recording right now.
Now I'm just mixing well, and after I've done this, I'm going to add the spices. It's a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, which is a little unusual. I don't know many people that put nutmeg, but our family did so. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, kosher salt. You can, if you want, you can put the sugar and the spices, mix them up together before you sprinkle it on top. I don't find it's a problem because salt and sugar macerate, which draws out the water from the apples. So by the time I have all the pie dough rolled out, it's very kind of liquidy, you'll see. And that's the reason why you put the flour in. And now we're splitting the dough. This is my grandma's recipe. I've linked the recipe down below the video. I've done it before, and of how I do it in the food processor. And I'm just rolling it out. It's going to be 1/8 of an inch thick is what I'm looking for, by the way. And I always move it around just to let you know, another tip, because you don't want it to stick to the table or wherever you're rolling out. And I use the pie dish to see if I rolled it out enough. And then I carefully drape the pie dough into the pie dish. I don't want to stretch the pie dough out. I just want to gently lift it up and in. because we don't want it to contract when it's baking. It's going to contract anyways, but you want to try to minimize that.
How's that, Mama?
And now I'm going to roll out the top half of it. Again, roll out to an 1/8 of an inch thickness. That's all you need. You don't want it any thicker or any thinner. And again, you use the pie dish to make sure that the lid is big enough, large enough. And I'm just folding this and moving to the side. It's floured, so I'm not really concerned about it sticking together because I really flour the top of it very well. And now I'm just pouring the apples into the prepared pie dish.
Is it high enough?
This has the bottom half already in there. And making sure I scrape all of that yummy, spiced, sugary goodness into the apples. And now I'm just going to drape the top of the pie dough over the bottom half of the pie. And then I fold it back because I forgot to put the butter in. But I also need to seal it
I'm not
too.
going to put the caramel, my addition.
This is just 2 tablespoons of cubed butter that I'm putting in there.
I want to just do a faithful recreation of her pie, okay?
And then I seal it with the smallest amount of water. This will seal both sides together. I do crimp it, but this also helps to make sure it stays sealed.
If that's okay.
And I cut off the extra pie dough. I'm always amazed with how much extra dough that I have. I always think that I don't have enough, but when I come to the trimming part, I always have so much, it seems. And now I'm just using a fork crimp method. You could use a finger crimping method, but I prefer the fork. It's just old-fashioned and it's quick and easy. And then next, I'm going to use a knife to cut vent slits. And I need 4 of them, and they're 1 inch long. That's all you need, 1 inch long slits. And this is to let the steam escape when the pie bakes. And then I beat together 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream to make the egg wash to brush on top of the pie. And this just gives a really beautiful sheen on top of it as it bakes. It'll come out nice shiny top, you'll see. It's really pretty. You can also sprinkle some sugar on top if you want to dust it with sugar after you do the egg wash. And now I'm going to place it in the preheated oven. I preheated it at 350 degrees. It's going to bake between 55 to 65 minutes, depending on your oven. And this is what it looks like. It's absolutely beautiful. I normally serve it with ice cream or with heavy whipping cream. I pour it around the pie. It's just a nice contrast between the sweetness. If you make this, I guarantee you, nothing is better than freshly baked apple pie. To help our channel grow, we're asking everybody to please like, subscribe, and comment. If you're enjoying our content, and we hope that you are, please consider becoming a subscriber. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help us out tremendously. We also ask that you please watch the video from beginning to end. This also helps out. It's all because of how the YouTube algorithm works. Otherwise, we stay hidden. All these things are necessary for growth on YouTube, and we'd love to grow. Thank you all for your help. I post new videos 3 times a week, on Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Tuesday and Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. With the holidays coming up, we're very excited to be showing you how we celebrate Thanksgiving and Christmas here in the South, with our Southern traditions going back hundreds of years. So please don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. See you real soon. Thank you all for watching. We're very grateful to all of our new and old subscribers for supporting us and helping us grow. We know that Hurricanes Helene and Milton have destroyed so many lives and communities here in the South. And with the holidays upon us and the cold weather setting in, we know that their road to recovery is a long one. So we're encouraging everybody to please donate to the American Red Cross, the Salvation Army, World Central Kitchen, All Hands and Hearts, AmeriCares, Operation Blessing, and Save the Children. We're not affiliated with any of these organizations, but we know they're doing good work on the ground. And as always, stay safe and be blessed.